Play it for me.
I take no
Is
responsibility.
it Starship? The song, the big song was "We Built This City." We built this city on rock and roll.
You got me. We better find out.
Yeah.
Ah!
Damn, I'm good.
Old ass, you good though. Hey, that was the jam though. What's going on? It's your boy Sintel with the Intel, and you can already see Rekkai is in the building. What's going on, champion?
Hello, Governor.
Hey, what is going on? Listen, in case y'all don't know about a little behind the scenes, we had to jump directly into the second episode of Paradise because it's got us kind of like scratching our brains trying to figure out exactly what is going on. The first chokehold. Yeah, that first episode was really good. It was a really good, solid pilot. Rekkai, what are your thoughts before we hop into episode 2?
I think we didn't even rate that thing. Yeah, that. You know, the artistry of making a pilot episode to hook the viewer and get them in and have them invested in not only the story you're telling, but in the characters themselves. Listen, on this, the Dan Fogelman and them who did This Is Us, they got it right on this one. Yeah. I'm in. Yeah. Let's go.
I'm with you. Listen, make sure you stay to the very end because we have a very spirited back and forth over what we think is happening, and you want to make sure you stop in and throw your little 2 cents in. Listen, without any further ado, let's get started.
Only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Did they do that before the first episode, only for mature audiences? Like,
maybe not. I'm not sure.
Savior, will you ever be able to forgive me for what happened? I got the gig for another 4 years until I get to retire somewhere beautiful. Somebody shoots me first.
Wildcat is down. It's a code red. Have a lot of access. Was wondering where you were, Agent Roberts.
Oh, I'm right here.
Her.
We'll take the kid and leave me the second I'm out of office.
She was in For All Mankind. That's what I was trying to figure out where her face is. The agent.
Yeah, she's been in a few things.
We are preparing for a massive catastrophe that could cause an extinction-level event for humanity in the very real future.
Now, she's a scientist in Atlanta. His wife, I'm assuming she works for like the CDC because that's one of the bigger places. That's
in Atlanta,
yeah, maybe. In case you're wondering, this episode is called Sinatra.
And maybe that's the extinction level event. It's a viral outbreak of some kind. You know, when I think of extinction level event, I always think of like an asteroid or some shit hitting the earth. But maybe it's a viral outbreak.
Thank you for signing the various NDAs. I know it's all been
Is that
a
his
bit
father?
cloak and dagger, and for that, I apologize.
This is Sinatra. All right.
If you're in this room, it's because you're extremely special.
Dang.
And you're about to be entrusted with something massive.
So that is the president's father standing next to her, right?
Maybe. I'm still not clear on who he is either. Not crystal clear.
No, but remember, the president said he went from being one of the richest men in the world to being the president.
Yeah.
Which means he probably comes from old money. His father probably had money, and he took over the company, made even more.
I didn't spend $250 million on a plane ticket crash.
Nobody ever does.
This plane will crash because of a 12-cent washer screw.
Can I toss a hypothetical at you?
It's your plane.
If I gave you unlimited resources,
Unlimited.
business acquaintances in my situation, if I told you to design me an underground city, if I told you I wanted you to make it feel like Anywhere USA, a city for 25,000 people.
There was your answer right there.
Okay, and then?
Well, then I'd laugh. Again, then I'd tell you it's impossible, you know.
Look at her face.
You'd have to have a space the size of, like, Toledo.
Did you hear what I said? Unlimited funds.
Yeah.
Unlimited.
Of course.
Daddy Warbucks. That's that dude's name. His code name was Daddy Warbucks. Was that what it was? No, maybe not.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was. I figured out who he was, though.
We'll be
That's
landing
Gerald McCraney.
Okay.
He was in a show back in the 80s, early 90s called Major Dad.
Wow. Okay, you definitely pulled that one out the hot tub time machine.
Yeah, he was also on the show Coach.
Yeah, that's where I remember him from, Coach. Every time you see the black SUVs driving in a line, boy, you already know. Yeah,
I know, right?
The sack on your head.
Right,
what is this? What's going on?
Yeah, that's the government or the mob. Which, that's pretty much the same people. Gangsters.
TJ said this is going to be a very interesting show, man.
Yeah, they got me driving through the mud puddles like this is a Jurassic Park drive or something.
And you see, you said Jurassic Park
2012.
Yeah. Look at this.
Yeah.
For those of us that already live in Colorado, you know,
they got this project going on right under your nose. You don't even know. You know, but that's what I'm saying. She just said the problem. She just said the problem. Xavier's wife, the president already knew Xavier's wife was not one of the 25,000. The president could have pulled you know what I'm saying? Could have pulled something and made sure she was one of the 25,000. She wasn't.
I'm willing to bet she chose to stay though. When you could fly a chopper in that bad boy, my goodness.
I mean, it's a city.
That's crazy.
Now I'm trying to figure out like how they hollowed it out and got, because not only, you know what I'm saying, we saw the dome, right?
Yeah.
The infrastructure to hold up the rest of the mountain.
Build me my city.
Damn, that's a hell of a reveal for you. Yeah, that's how you start that bad boy up.
Hey.
Sinatra.
What was the first episode called? Wildcat?
Yeah, Wildcat.
What does that mean?
I'm assuming it's the code to the tablet.
He know that he's running out of time. Because they didn't just need a patsy. They'll stick this shit on him. Now, you know, I'm very apprehensive about old girl that the president was sleeping with.
Yeah.
You know why?
Okay.
Color palette. Remember, everybody's dressed in black, right? Secret Service.
Yeah.
Remember, he said, well, where were you at? And she walked in the room. She said, oh, I'm right here. She had on a beige suit. That's just like if you go to a funeral, everybody's in black, and then somebody walk in red, it's like, oh, they guilty as hell.
That's an interesting point.
So now this is crazy that all these people here are part of the 25,000.
We can take care of that.
I wonder what it took for you to get on that list to be invited.
That part.
All right. Hey, sun trackers.
And so 25,000, is that 25,000 residents? Does that include the workers? Because it's going to take a shitload of people to make this town go, to do the security, to do all this other stuff. And what the hell's going on outside that 25,000 people need to live down here?
That part.
This the Matrix? Cyberdyne done won?
Yeah, well, if the stock moves the way I think it will, next year this time I'll be worth $14 billion.
Oh, yeah. Marry me right now.
Celebrate. Woman in the world. Sorry, I don't know why I told you that. I think I just kind of needed to say it out loud.
No, I get it.
Because you want him to rearrange your guts.
I'm celebrating too.
I mean, hey, it's a celebration.
Well, I'm actually going to be worth $34 billion, not $14 billion. I don't know why I lied.
It was slow pitch softball. I lied because I was hoping you want to have sex with me.
There we go. Just get right to it. Let's celebrate.
I told you. What's your excuse? Why'd you lie to me?
You are going to completely my life plan, aren't you?
I guess it depends on what your life plan is.
Well, help you spend $34 billion right now. Shit. Let's celebrate.
Look how bedraggled she looks now.
10 years. Yeah, but that's probably
all
not because of him. That's probably because of all the. Yeah, but that's probably because of all the information, all that she's had to go through in the last 10 years, getting to where she's got. Why did he write that shit down?
Ooh, was that a nuke blast?
Didn't he just
I'm here. I'm here.
Yep.
It's very funny. It plays on a lot of levels. Robinson loves it.
Agent Pace, enough.
Oh, you in the house?
And then, but I'm telling you, she thinks I'm a hoot. All right, watch this. Here we go.
Look at her. She just standing there back there being an asshole.
Nothing to worry about, gang. Everything's fine. Go get your backpacks ready for school, please.
See, now when he looks at the black woman, I'm wondering how much does he let on that he knows?
He ain't letting on nothing.
I know you was, yeah, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, where were you at, lad?
And the people who do, they're in an absolute fucking frenzy.
So, do you have a suspect?
Considering that the DNA tech basically exists to make sure people don't start marrying their cousins in 100 years.
I just don't understand why, of all the people that could be heading this up, they chose the one person who was sleeping with the victim.
And then shut down the crime scene for a full 30 minutes before calling in the first ever murder down here. The murder of our president.
See, that's that right there.
His tablet is
They
missing.
hated him.
Very
See, she know
important
about the
people
tablet,
are
too.
Very upset.
But just because you know about it doesn't mean you know what's on it.
Yeah, but at this point, we don't know that Xavier knows what's on it. They didn't show us that. All they showed us was that he was told about the tablet, is the most important tablet in the world.
You got nothing to hide, then it shouldn't be a problem. Take a seat.
You know it's going to screw him, right? Everything he said to the president right before he died. I will not get a good night's sleep until you're dead. And then the next day, he's dead.
Should we be worried about our safety?
Good point.
Overreact? Come on, Henry. The president had a full security detail.
Did you want him dead? No, I didn't want him dead. That says that's a lie.
And they got Starry Night in there?
If you seriously think you're going to be able
Hell
to.
yeah.
Really?
If they knew extinction level event was coming, I'm sure the Constitution's down there.
So should I make lasagna or should we order in?
You're in the middle of the merger, huh?
Oh, we ain't see their kids.
They will gather here and we will share the shocking news that the president has passed of natural causes.
The lies never stop.
Or do whatever it is you need to do to calm yourselves the down so that we can present a united front. Well, that would be super.
I wonder if she was always kind of a lion or she became that way after she became a billionaire. Like,
I think
you
both.
know, and now she's
both.
And now she's like working with the government. Like she's a shark.
I don't think you can be soft and be a billionaire. But when whatever it is got stripped from her humanity, her kids, or whatever it is, probably just ramped it up a whole other level.
You have 2 children, James and Presley. Correct?
Did you want to kill the president?
I just knew that I'd lost him.
Did you take anything from the scene?
No.
That's a technique right there. That's a technique.
Agent Pace was the only person I felt I could trust.
Are you covering for Agent Pace?
No.
See how he's squeezing his hand like that? That's to keep his blood pressure from spiking one way or the other.
Wasn't a big secret, but still it feels like an important bit of context.
You were the last person to see the president alive. Nobody entered that room from the time that you shut the door.
Ask the question.
Did you kill
No,
him?
because you were in after I was.
No. I did not murder Cal Bradford. I was concerned that there could have been some theft.
Thank you, Agent Robinson.
Yeah. It's too personal. Yeah. You got to get her out of the room.
Yeah. Because you coming at him like, you know, hell, for all we know, you did it.
We need answers, and you over here causing conflict.
Xavier. Hi. My name is
Sarah
Gabriela
Shahi.
Torabi. Do you remember me?
Seen her in a while.
The president's therapist.
Once.
Oh.
That's right, yes.
She said I was yours too, once.
I have just one other question for you, if I may. It's,
Did you want the president dead?
try to answer honestly.
Did you want to kill the president?
Is a part of you happy that Cal is dead?
Yeah, something like that. Watch this shit gonna fluctuate now.
Yes.
Okay.
See, that's like a part where you cut it off to go to episode 3. Like, shit, I was like, wait, what?
What do you think?
He didn't do it?
I think he's telling the truth.
Why?
If he's such a well-practiced liar, then why would he admit to hating the man that was murdered? It doesn't track.
Very true. Very true. That's when, you know, you try to lie and cover that shit.
Great transition with the EKG.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has gotten better care than, frankly, any patient I've ever seen. Best doctors in the world, cutting-edge
Yeah,
treatment.
because she's stupid rich.
Fortunately, I think it's time for an impossible conversation.
Oh my, no. The specialist in Japan was optimistic, which is something that we could use a lot more of around here. And he was going to look at the latest scans and...
He did.
I ain't trying to hear that shit. We're going to bring in a witch doctor, a shaman, bring in Darth Plagueis. Hell,
She has done incredible work helping many people in your situation.
No.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that shit.
She got to sit with it for a second, though.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Just because y'all ready to give up, I'm not ready to give up.
Yeah.
You brought me here because I'm always right.
I brought you here because I admire your pantsuits.
Samantha, that might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
All right, these two are intriguing. I'm interested. Richest woman in the world, the best shrink in the world. And I feel like they got a little history. I don't know how, but something.
I know that everyone seems to take direction from you. I know that the president seemed to take direction from you.
You told him he had no huevos.
Man who took a bullet for the president. Last few days must have been especially hard on you.
You know, that's crazy, too. How much your relationship can change with a person overnight.
It was all good just a week ago.
She couldn't bear the thought of his name dying with him.
Well, that makes sense. Do you have the tablet?
She went straight to business.
Yep.
You'll remain on leave for the next 2 weeks, and then we'll reassign you.
Ma'am, I think I'd be better utilized.
And I do not, and I am more important.
Ooh.
That's a flex.
Yes, I do. A boy and a girl.
God, that must be tough without their mom. I had 2 children.
That's crazy. I think I would be better at, and I don't, and I'm more important.
Yeah. I mean, that was a kind of flex.
Yeah. Would you like to look into my Louis purse and see my big brass balls? Like,
right now. Of course, yes,
now.
yes. But
She said, no, I'm talking about today.
yeah, I have no desire to be healed. I'm broken. But I have a business, a giant business, where there are tens of thousands of people who rely on me. And I have a daughter.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, you got a daughter.
I'll pay you. You will be richer than your wildest dreams. You won't need a single other client.
Fix me today.
She's all I have, so I need you to help me.
It doesn't work like that.
Samantha, please help me. I need you to help me. Will you help me?
Damn, that was a good scene.
It was.
Trust me, Agent Collins, that is something you never get over. Take the leave of absence.
She is an interesting character.
President's son right there.
Ah.
And that's Presley.
Okay. I wouldn't want to wear a bracelet attached to the community. That's just that's a big ask.
Everyone, I don't know what this is, but let's all head over together.
No, this is all y'all on Apple devices. This is, Elon got y'all.
Hey, man.
Elon and Steve Jobs, they got y'all.
Sherelle said, when the president trusts you with secret codes, you can't leave it alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of know what's going on with this.
Hi, did a guy come through here around my age? Stupid haircut.
Everyone your age has stupid haircuts.
Weren't you at the town hall thing?
Why aren't you?
He already knows what they're gonna say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say 20,000. That's gonna be a big auditorium.
Not just the size of like a basketball arena.
Yeah.
It's not that big.
Shoot. 20,000?
Inside a town, the city, the size of Toledo.
Cal was so excited to have you on his team because he just assumed that you would be good.
He's black. He's like, we got LeBron.
Yeah.
He loved an outdated stereotype. We'll leave it at that.
Okay.
He was surprised, of course, to find out that
you were trash.
hair plastered against his forehead like a 6-year-old boy. I'm better than him, babe.
He was not better than.
How you never stopped. The man is relentless, he said.
That's a clue right there. He never stops. He's relentless. She's like, I need you to find out
They
what
wouldn't let
really
me look at
happened.
the body.
I don't care what the hell Sinatra says.
He loved you. The man who was everything he felt he wasn't. The relentless man who never stopped.
I'll always come back, okay? I'll always come back to take care of you.
Can't make that promise.
Within a year, 20% of all livestock will perish from fluorosis poisoning.
Fluorosis poisoning.
Look, ain't nobody in there listening to that shit he talking about.
Since this talk has proven to be the one to miss. Ironic, because it's the only one that matters. In less than a decade, when a tsunami plunges the entire eastern seaboard of the United States underwater.
Okay, I get it.
Damn.
Hell no.
Try not to get trampled on the way out, unless you prefer that to being drowned.
Now remember, at this time, he's probably not president yet.
No,
He's
this is 12 years
one of the richest
earlier.
dudes in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the richest dudes in the world.
Well, that guy was a barrel of laughs, wasn't he?
Yeah.
12 years earlier. So he don't become the president for another 3 years.
I'm fine. Thanks, Senator.
Yeah.
Senator.
It's been just over a year, right? Since you lost your son? I can't imagine. God, he was such a cute kid.
I don't want to hear this shit.
Big old handfuls of sand just dumping on his head.
I'm trying to hold it together. Like, yeah, don't.
I think I finally see why people like you.
It's mainly the hair. You got the real stuff, Sam. You got the stuff that makes people sit up straight when you walk in a room. My old man crushing me with blows like, you think you're Dean Martin walking around with your cock out. Joke, you're Peter Lawford. You're only in the band because of who you're related to.
Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah. That's Christmas morning, mind you.
Damn.
He says you're Sinatra, by the way.
I don't know about that.
Well,
No, I have this thing where I pick at my hair. I'm getting a bald spot. Sometimes I have to wear a hat. I'm no Sinatra. I miss my kid.
I know.
Wasn't that the scientist? Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we do?
Dig the biggest hole you can, and you get in.
Dang.
She's like, you know what? And she's like, challenge accepted.
You going to the next talk?
No, I'm done talking.
She's like, no, I'm about to go get a shovel.
Thanks for asking about Dylan.
She only got one kid left. Talk about some motivation. Yeah. She like, all right, we about this action then. We ain't talking no more.
Because that dude was like, nah, it's probably going to happen. He said, no, it is happening.
Just read it, Henry. We didn't pick you to have thoughts.
Tell him, Sinatra. Tell him.
Oh, man.
Set the hell up and play your position.
I ghosted him yesterday. And that means that our fight last week was
Last time you talked to him. Mm-hmm.
I told him
you don't do that shit.
He was the reason so many people are gone. I told him that I wished he was dead.
Damn.
It's the last thing I ever said to my dad.
Mm-hmm.
Will take the oath of office and become our next president. But first...
Puppet.
We didn't pick you because I half thought.
And when I was younger, he would dance around with me and screaming at the top of his...
They say shitty 80s and 90s rock music? The blasphemy. Who wrote this shit?
How this music was every chance I got.
But you knew you were lying.
Listening to...
That shit was fire.
Music that my dad loved.
Mm-hmm. Because it's fire.
Oh, what I'd give to listen to him ramble on about planes again.
Think about kids.
What were you listening to of
They say some
your
awful
dad's
shit.
lame 80s and 90s rock?
You better not say Queen.
You know this one?
Starship.
Play it for me?
I take no
Is
responsibility.
it Starship? The song, their big song was "We Built This City." We built this city on rock and roll.
You got me. We better find out. Yep. Ah!
Damn, I'm good.
Old ass. You good though? Hey, that was the jam though.
Listen, I know my media,
Yeah.
music, TV, movies. I know my shit. Damn, that made me think of a terrible movie that I want to watch now.
Puppet.
Maybe it's not so bad that the world ended.
Can you think of any important 6-digit codes down here? Password, symbol? Spent 15 years as an agent in the real world. The main question I'd always get, is it hard always watching everything? Not always answer. That's my job. I've been listening to her. And something's not right with that woman. Our guy is gone and she's smack in the middle of the whole thing.
She's pretty much the most powerful person down here.
And I'm gonna take her down.
Okay.
If that's the case, though, you don't tell nobody that. Hell.
Very carefully.
Well, you done already screwed up. I don't know how far Billy's in on this.
Hey, Mom.
Oh, look at her daughter.
Wait a minute. I thought she
Look
was.
at her pulling her hair out.
You hanging in?
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't stay up too late.
I wonder what happened to her. The father. Like
I saw him in bed, sleep, when the show started.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Where she was looking at him.
Yeah.
And he was like, look at that look that she giving him. Yeah.
No one's really loud down here.
So are they still together for the daughter? Because remember, she told the therapist that her marriage was irretrievably broken.
Yeah.
So now they just glorified roommates.
Yeah.
Well, Lord, been there, done that. So
Was it like TSA?
yeah.
Oh. See, everything is knocked down. I bet when people found out where there was a place to come for safety, can you imagine the amount of people that ran and flocked to it, but you can't let everybody in? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like 2012 when people was trying to get on them lifeboats, them submarine ships.
I love you. Yes, I'm right here. Am I going to heaven?
Oh my God.
It's okay. You can tell
Going
me.
to the upper room.
I want you to tell me.
Upper room. I would not be able to hold it together.
I think you are.
I can't imagine telling some.
What do you think it's like?
Air Force One, all the billionaires.
Yeah, they flew in, yeah.
Where are we? Dad, is Mom coming? Dad, is she gonna make it? I want Mom.
Built this city.
It's the plane number. Whatever it is on one of them planes. It's the tail number.
The thing about heaven is
That's pretty good. I like it.
so you tell me. What do you want it to be like?
I want it to be just like here.
Paradise.
Well, then that's what it will be like.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Sinttell. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. All right. Now you can tell that this joint is done by the people that did This Is Us. You can tell. Cause they come on over here and give me them heartstrings. Just
yeah,
give me all your heartstrings.
They was trying to get my eyes to leak.
Yeah,
They were trying to get my eyes to sweat.
Man.
Good try. No cigar.
You know what I appreciate? I appreciate the building of I love a villain. I love a villain. I it's nothing better than a good villain, and you can tell that we're building one with her. With Sinatra.
Sinatra.
Yeah, and I feel it. Like a sympathetic villain. Don't get me wrong. It is a tried and true kind of thing that's been kind of like worn into the ground with the sympathetic villain. But I'm willing to give it another go with her so far, because the grief, like you feel it, like them scenes when she's having it, she's talking about her loss. Like it's like, damn. Woo! I understand why you could fall to a place that you might not be able to rebound from, and I'll just leave it at that for now. What are you feeling? Are you still feeling it? Actually, just what are your thoughts?
After episode 1, I was hooked. After this episode, I'm invested. Now I gotta know who killed Cal. Yeah. Where the hell's the tablet? Like, I gotta know. And the thing is, like you said, we both love a good villain, a great villain.
Yeah.
And if they're building a villain in her, okay. Right now, I'm wondering, is it too obvious? She's the most important person down there, so why kill Cal? I mean, he's the president, but she's Sinatra. So is that the only tablet that's down there? Like, nobody else got one? I mean, he's not even the president anymore, so why the hell has he still got the tablet? Seems like she should have the tablet. Or is there more than one tablet?
Well, I think he's still the president before he died. He was still the president, I think. He was still the leader. At least that's how it was understood to me. Like, he never stopped being president. He's just now president inside.
So maybe the catastrophe happened before there was a new election or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with. He's still the leader of what's left of America, I guess.
But it should have been though. Because I know that where we cut to him or whatever, the day he got killed was 5 years after he got reelected.
Right.
So there should have been a new president, but maybe the new president wasn't read in onto the, I don't know. Anyway, that's conjecture. So my question is there only one tablet? Because it seems like she should have her own tablet, but where's his tablet? I don't know. I feel like we're supposed to assume that she's the bad guy.
Well, yeah, that's where it's leading. Because, I mean, Xavier all but said it.
Yeah, but I feel like we're missing something. Like, we don't have all the pieces. We have not been introduced to all the players yet.
I agree with that.
Like, the whole thing with... I still got a thing about Billy knowing. Now, so the agent who he was sleeping with, she knows about the tablet.
Mm-hmm.
of course Sinatra knows about the tablet. She was in the room when he was, you know what I'm saying? She's like, yeah, you need to pay attention to this. Like, she was in the room.
Right.
And of course, what we see from her and Cal back in the day at that conference, you know, they the ones who, you know what I'm saying? She started, you know, you need to dig a big hole and get in it. She's like, okay, well, you know, I got a couple $1 billion. I'm gonna go get me a shovel right now.
Yeah.
You know, don't tempt me. You know what I'm saying? What if, hypothetical, what if I hollowed out a mountain and could you build a city? I would laugh. And then I would laugh some more. She's like, oh, okay, well, now that you're done laughing, build me my damn city.
Build me my damn hole, yes.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just feel like where we're in, the mystery is good enough. It's compelling enough.
Yeah.
But I feel like we're still missing some pieces. Like, we are a quarter way through. We are 2 episodes into an 8-episode first season.
Oh, it is only 8 episodes. Okay. All right. I didn't think I knew that. Okay.
Yeah, it's only 8 episodes. So we're 2
through.
in. We're a quarter way through.
Yeah.
I don't feel like whoever is really the big bad or whatever, where we're going with this won't be revealed until about midpoint.
Well, I'm with you. That there probably is some more strings being pulled. Yeah. Yeah. The only reason, well, not the only reason, one of the main reasons why I'm thinking that Sinatra might be it is because, you know, the name of this episode is Sinatra. We got introduced to our hero in episode 1. You know, it kind of makes sense a little bit to kind of like, let's introduce the thing that he has to overcome, you know, our antagonist in episode 2. So maybe she is not the big bad guy, but she's definitely the antagonist, right? Something that he has to overcome. Maybe in the next episodes, you know, we'll figure out, you know, what's going on with the city as a whole, with Paradise as a whole, or maybe even the bigger answer is what happened to the country. You know, we're assuming based off of what's been given to us, we're assuming that the catastrophic event might have been this gigantic wave, right? That they were talking about, the big tsunami, right? They haven't given us anything else other than the big glaring light that happens outside of Air Force One when they are coming in. I assume that it was a nuclear explosion because that's kind of like the trope that you see, the big bright light or whatever it is. Who knows? We legitimately have no idea. We also had another thing that was kind of answered, and that is Xavier's wife was left. You know, we kind of theorized that because she wasn't there when they were getting off the planes and everything. I don't know why I thought that Sinatra had lost both her kids, but apparently it was only one. I thought she had said she lost her kids, but it was, I obviously
I think it was her phrasing where she said she had 2 kids.
Okay.
And the way that she phrases, like, now she no longer has 2 kids or whatever. So
yeah.
But then, you know, she came back around later after the flashback and said, you know, I only lost my son. I still have a daughter. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I still think she was definitely, I mean, it was her episode. It was named after her. We got a chance to see who she was before. She's self-made. She became a billionaire. You know, it takes a certain type of person to become a billionaire. That's not something that's easy to do. You know, I think in order to reach that level of wealth, you know, you got to have like a cunning side to you. I personally believe in to have that level of wealth. And then, you know, she's, you know, got some, I'm not going to say many. Some may consider her husband to be a weak man because he maybe, you know, folded into himself due to the loss. We saw when the episode first started, he couldn't even get out of bed. So maybe that's not what she's looking for. She's powerful. We saw something, but completely flawed and frayed because we saw that conversation that she had with the psychiatrist. So she's not like, it's not like a bully kind of thing. It's just somebody that's been tormented. What else? What was the other thing that we uncovered? Cal's wife.
I see a little bit different.
Okay. All right. Cal's wife is the only other thing I can think of off the top of my head. And also his lover, the other agent, and how she tried to go in. She tried to go in on Xavier. All right. So what was that thought you were about to have?
The Sinatra.
Okay.
And her thoughts on her husband.
Okay.
I don't know if it's that she sees him as weak because I don't really feel like we've been given the clues there. I mean, it's clearly, she's the breadwinner,
yeah,
or what have you. However, whether she was the breadwinner or not, when the son died, and not that she shouldn't have, but I think she took it so much harder than the husband. Like, if a man's job, just for whatever reason, societally, patriarchally, whatever, people say, it is assumed that the man's job, being king of the castle, is to provide and protect his family.
Yes.
And if the wife went inside, she was broken, and she was broken. She was not there for her daughter. She was not there. The father, even though he's suffering from the same, if not greater, type of grief, he does not have the option to hold this shit together best he can.
Okay.
And that's why he damn near became the primary provider at that point for the daughter or whatever, because the mom, just think about what she said. The first thought she says, I need you to fix me because I have a gigantic company and I got tens of thousands of people that depend on me. Oh, and by the way, I have a daughter and, she kind of needs me too. I don't give a shit about my husband. We broke, we just... And I understand, what I'm saying? When you're in that type of position, that position of power, and you're right, there's tens of thousands of families that depend on her to keep your shit together.
She's the provider and protector of her extended business family. Yes.
Yeah, but in her own household, doesn't matter who you are at work, you Sinatra at work or whatever, around here, that's not who you are. I need you to fall back into your soft girl era, you know what I'm saying? And because that's how this family works. And the father had to pick up all the pieces while she was, going completely, self-imploding. And I understand, for a mother, the relationship with my kids is next level. And I cannot speak for my ex-wife at all, but I know being as that she is the one who actually carried them, I could see maybe a different type of grief when it comes to that kind of thing. So I get it. And I cannot even begin to think how I would act or what I would say or anything if that type of tragedy happened. You are fortunate she still has one of her two kids, but that kind of loss is monumental, and I can't even begin to think about how to put it together. So how she views her husband, I don't know if that's what we really got here. And I think the biggest, I know that it's kind of building her up as a villain, but right now
antagonist. We'll just say antagonist.
Maybe antagonist.
Yeah.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
I believe she's a hard ass, but she's got to be hard. She is, the buck stops here. She's the, and now that 25 plus thousand people, how many people down here in Paradise, they all depend on her. Like, she is the tip of the spear.
Yeah.
But the reason I don't believe that she is, for right now, the reason I don't believe she's that deeply involved is because the interrogation.
Okay, say more.
She brought in the doctor. She brought in the doctor. I need to know, is he lying? Did he do this? You know what I'm saying? Like, and they asked him point blank, do you have the tablet? Like, what the hell? Did you kill him? And everything, he passed with flying colors. Right now, the shadiest person is the person who don't seem to have no shade on him is the doctor. Why she have say yes on your hand? Like, why is she helping him pass the polygraph?
Okay.
What is that about? Yes, we know, and everybody knows that he felt some kind of way because his wife didn't get to make it down the damn thing.
Right.
We get it.
Yeah.
Your husband got to make it, and he don't do shit all day, but play slow pitch softball. Like, my wife could have got on a plane. She could have made it or whatever. So, yeah, he felt some kind of way. And if he lied that he didn't say some kind of way, yeah, that would have put some doubt, some suspicion on him. But she purposely told him, listen, I need you to say this so that you pass this with flying colors. Why? That shit seems weird to me.
Okay.
She dismissed the other chick and again, I got one question for you. Are you happy that he's dead? Say yes.
You don't think she did that to maybe keep him from failing the test? Because if he would have lied about it, he could lie about, taking evidence because he lied on that and passed the polygraph. But then that thing about lying
he didn't take any evidence though.
Yeah, he did. He took the cigarettes. Because she asked, did you take anything? Yeah, and he lied about that. And so I thought that she did it because he wouldn't have passed that because how he feels so strongly, his hatred for him was that strong. And she was like, I'm trying to give you an out. I'm curious what you all think regarding that, because I mean, she could be a sleeper antagonist as well. Somebody else that may have a different idea of what they want to do with this utopia. We still don't know all the pieces. Like you said, it's only been 2 episodes. I do know this: the way Sinatra talked to the vice president. We don't hire you to think.
Yeah.
Say the words.
We did not
keep it
pick
moving.
you to have an opinion.
Yeah.
Shut your ass up and go up there and say what we told you to say.
It was a great flex. It was. It's like, yo, she.
No. Her biggest flex was earlier when she got in that meeting with them. She told them all, "Shut up." She said, "Listen, we getting ready to tell them, so I need y'all to pour yourself a drink, go pull on yourself for a while,
whatever
just chill out." I was like, damn.
Yeah, I mean, she carried like she carried a big stick. That's all you can say with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna need y'all go rub one out. Whatever you got to do.
Sherelle in the chat said, "I want to know why Cal needed forgiveness and what actually happened to Xavier's wife. Also, why did the therapist ask Xavier to lie? Then she didn't tell Sinatra." Yeah. So okay. So we got some people looking at the therapist with the side eye. She getting all this side eye love.
Yeah. And like I said, I think that whole, why did he need forgiveness was because he knew that there was some kind of way that he could have made the provision to make sure that Xavier's wife was there on time. So either she didn't get picked to be part of the 25,000, or whatever, something like that. You didn't, you didn't go pick her up, whatever. Somehow you didn't make sure she made it here.
Yeah. But that's, when your priority is the president, like, it's not like you can, call the homie and get your wife. It's what it seems like, whatever was happening when the earth is cracking or being washed or being nuked, whatever it is, it seemed like there's no time. And then based off of, what we saw when the president's son, was showing Xavier's daughter, it looked like it was a mad rush. I'm sure whatever was happening, you had to get in as quick as you could and close them doors for whatever the hell was happening out there, whatever that thing is.
That is not the place. I bet there was no TSA there. You ain't taking off your shoes. Yeah. You ain't taking off your belt buckle. Yeah. Everybody got that express. Come on through.
And also,
if you got off one of these planes, you supposed to be here.
Yeah. And I can also see, like, an executive order being, even though you know what's going to happen, you can't tell anybody because it could cause panic.
Right.
And maybe he pulled an executive order and told him, he was like, you cannot call your wife. You can't. You just can't. All the people that need to know are here. And maybe that's why. That's enough. That's grounds for hatred,
I don't know. I mean, that whole thing, like, listen, this is my family. I understand. I'm not telling, my cousin and them, nothing,
my wife.
And them on Stewart. Yeah.
Can't tell
my wife, the mother of my kids.
Yeah.
He's like, well, she is working in Atlanta. I don't give a shit. That's a flight. Girl, you need to come home right now. Honey, I'm in the middle of this important. Get your monk ass on this airplane. Come home. I'll explain when you get here. You come home today. You know who I work with. But I said,
like, come on, I need you to read between the lines.
Now.
You know who I work with. Get your ass on the plane. I feel that. Yeah, you know who I work with. I wouldn't be saying this.
I'm telling you, get here today.
Tonight.
Yes. Yes. Matter of fact, don't even go by the house and pick up shit. Go to the airport right now.
Leave that bag. We ain't grabbing the dog. Just you. Just come on over here. Don't tell your girl. None of that. Just roll. Frank in the chat said when they announced his death, it sounded like the underground community started 3 years ago. So just because I know we've been kind of like jumping around time a little bit, and maybe not the most accurate.
I'm kind of a little fuzzy on what the actual timeline is, but.
Cheryl said, you unlock a side of me that is truly scary. Just thinking about messing with my son. See, and that's what I think is all the justification that Sinatra needs. Is just that, you know, if there's anything to spark being a villain or the antagonist, however you want to define it, messing with family. That's the way to do it. You know, you got some mama bears up in here.
But the thing is, her son died by whatever kind of natural causes, and apparently she threw a bag at trying to get her son fixed, and it wasn't fixed. But on the flip side of that, she could have also pulled out all the stops to make sure we're going to save who we can save. You know what I'm saying? These people are the most important people for a human life to go on, to live through this. I'll make sure, listen, whoever got to get in here, going to get in here. Like, you know, and she ain't about playing no games, you know, for the greater good.
All right. I think we've done a good job of beating this poor little horse. I think it's I think the show is great. You could just tell who the showrunner is. You could tell because emotion is playing a very big part in the, I guess, the bonding of us, the people that are watching this show with the project itself. That's what This Is Us was masterful at. They did a master class on making sure you felt something, and this is no different. It's
that you're getting invested in the characters. They are with the flashbacks and stuff like that. They're doing a great job at character development. Because I mean, before this episode, you could have said whatever you want to say about Sinatra, but playing this episode, like, I feel differently about her. Now, she may be the antagonist, but I was like, damn, like. I get it. Girl, get it.
That part, all of that, I get it. Yo, she put the little horses all over the town. That almost got me. I was like, woo! Not the little horses everywhere.
But not only that, like her grief and the way she feels and how she goes about things. For one thing, the little horsey rides all over town. That's, you know, heaven with more horse rides. But also, too, the feeling of how we built up this great relationship between Cal and Xavier in that first episode, and this one, we see that shit went to hell in a handbasket real quick. Will you ever forgive me? When you're dead, you son of a young. Why your mama's a man, your mother good night, sir. Your mother.
I hate you. Ooh, I hate everything about you.
Yes. Will that be all, sir? No, Xavier, you can go. All right, well, F you real nice. I'm going to bed.
Sherelle said in chat said it didn't read like that for her. So that's interesting. Okay, I'm curious what you all think.
Didn't read like
the
what?
Comments.
Xavier and Cal?
That's what I'm assuming.
Just in case y'all didn't know.
Who we're talking to?
Yes, we're talking to the people in the chat. Yes, listen, you need to be a part of Syntell's Patreon because you get so much exclusive, all types of stuff that's just Patreon only. But for a select view of us, you need to also join the Discord. It's free $99. However, if you are a member of his Patreon, then you get to come into a special section called Watch Us Work, and they get to interact with us and talk and be in the chat while we're doing these live reactions. And that's who we're talking to. Some of our faithful that are here, and they watching the episode with us as we're reacting and kind of throwing out their own stuff. And it's just a great place to be at. I'm sorry, to vote.
No, that's great. I appreciate that. And listen, if you see how me and Rekkai we get down. We just sometimes we agree, sometimes we don't. We chop it up, have laughs. You know, it's Rekkai is just a special kind of creator, special kind of content creator, and you would be doing yourself a disservice and injustice, if you will, if you didn't head over to his YouTube page and hit that subscription button. He's got a Patreon as well. Go ahead and throw some dollars and be like, I support what you do. That is the best way to show a content creator love. Rekkai, tell the people how they get in contact with you.
Listen, I'm trying to get more Sintel got 17,000 videos and he got all types of exclusive content and stuff like that. I'm trying to get there. I ain't there yet, but I'm trying to do more stuff for my Patreon community. And I love the people who are rolling and rocking with me while I figure this thing out. If you feel like you would like to be one of those people, I appreciate it more than you could ever know. You know what I'm saying? Throw a few dollars my way. I can maybe buy me I don't know, something off the value meal at McDonald's. It'll be all right. You know, it's better than eating this porridge. Please, sir, may I have another? Anyway, come to patreon.com or youtube.com/Nuke from the Ville, NUPEFROMDAVILLE. Don't worry if I said it too fast, it's in the description. Whatever you do, when we're watching stuff, you gotta use this. Think about it. But even more than that, you gotta feel it. You gotta use this. Thank you, Chef.
Thank you, Chef. And thank you for hanging out with us, and we'll catch you on the next episode. All right, y'all. Take care.